Broadway Ready, a series of short interviews to get everyone excited about Broadway coming back. I'm Thomas Ellenson, your host. I have someone with me who plays a different role in the theater. A journalist who is beloved in the Broadway community.
Yeah.
The one and only Ruthie Fierberg.
Yeah.
Hi, Thomas.
It was so good to finally meet you at the 92 Y Street.
Yes, it
I found it
was.
really crazy that we never meet before, but we know each other about 5 years.
It hasn't been 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. No, I was so glad to meet you finally. You enjoyed the movie?
Yeah.
Good.
So you can know, I look up to say yes, and down to say no.
Okay, perfect. That's good to
Start.
know.
Let's talk about the Dear Evan Hansen movie.
Okay, let's
Thoughts?
talk about it. What do you want to know?
To start, let's talk about the Dear Evan Hansen movie. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think that, first of all, I think it's very good. I think that Ben Platt is truly extraordinary.
Yeah.
And honestly, before seeing the movie, I kind of forgot how extraordinary he is. You remember that, like, he created the role, he was amazing, he made me cry, all of that stuff. But you can't really fathom it until you're seeing it again. And because of the changes they made, Evan is even more of the focus of the movie than of the stage version. And because Ben is so incredible, there's no way that the movie can't be good. I think that there were some things that I missed, which I asked about during the panel. Like I asked about anybody have a map, because I love that song. I love the mother's point of view. I also had felt that it was important that we know who Connor is. But then after hearing both Stevens actually, Stephen Levinson and Stephen Chbosky talk about why they got rid of that song for the movie, it made a lot of sense, because it kind of, it exacerbates this idea of people memorializing someone they don't know, and we also don't know him. So there is method to all the madness. I thought the voices were extraordinary. The orchestrations sound unreal. You have to see it in a theater. You can't just see it like on your laptop. So yeah, I loved that. And I mean, look, I will follow Stephen Levinson's writing to the ends of the earth, as well as Ben Platt's talent. So there you go. Plus a score by Ben Pasek and Justin Paul. Signed up,
Yeah.
Give me 5 things you're most excited about Broadway's Return.
Well, one of my things that I was most excited about, I already experienced. I went to the reopening night of Moulin Rouge, the musical, on Friday, September 24th. It is as spectacular as ever. It's one of my favorite shows, possibly ever, but certainly it was my favorite show out of that season. And it's unbelievable. And I'm so happy that it reopened. I'm so happy that they won so many deserved Tony Awards, including one for Danny Burstein, including one for Alex Timbers, who is one of my favorite directors ever, including one for Sonia Taye for her choreography. I mean, just across the board, like everybody was so well deserving. Derek McLean is like my favorite scenic designer. So I was really excited about that musical coming back. I'm really excited for all of the new work. Honestly, I am going to see Chicken and Biscuits next week, which I'm super excited about, for Douglas Lyon's show, which I also know is a comedy, so that's exciting. I'm excited for all the new shows. I'm excited to see Lackawanna Blues at MTC. I'm excited. Eventually, the Lehman trilogy will be here. Like a lot of amazing plays coming in. And then we're also still getting the musicals that we were promised. You know, I did get to see 6 before the shutdown, but now 6 will officially open. I can't wait to see Rob McClure as Mrs. Doubtfire. I can't wait to see Sutton Foster and Hugh Jackman in The Music Man. I can't wait to see Company. I've been waiting to see it's a totally different story. And given my age and my lot in life, I am very interested in a female Bobby and to see how that reads. So I lost track. I lost count of if that was 5, but those are a bunch of things I'm excited about.
How did you keep busy over the past year?
Oh, goodness. Well, this time last year, I was still at Playbill. Around this time, I became the executive editor of features and branded content last September. And the 1-year anniversary of virtual Viva Broadway is tomorrow. So that's what I was doing exactly 1 year ago. And then I left in November. I spent a little bit of time just recovering, but then I've been doing panels like you saw at the 92nd Street Y. Some of them were virtual at first. I did a Moulin Rouge panel last December. I did one for Emily in Paris. So I do them for theater, but also film and television. I've been working on my podcast, which is called Why We Theater, which is the intersection of theater and social justice. So it digs into the onstage works we love to make the offstage change we need. And it unites artists and experts so that when a show motivates you to act, then the experts provide the tools to act and to create change. So I've been doing that. I've been working on a video series. I've been writing articles for myself and publishing them on Medium. You can follow me at ruthiefierberg.medium.com. I've been writing for Parents Magazine about the importance of arts and arts education. I was at Parents Magazine full time before my Playbill days, so went back to them a little bit. I wrote for the Columbia University School of Public Health magazine because they're celebrating a centennial. I wrote for a website called Food Tank. I'm writing some New York City neighborhood guides. It's been very, very, very busy. I produced a concert this past weekend. One of my dear, dear friends from college won the Jonathan Larson grant in 2020. He was part of that class. And as part of the grant, some of those artists get to have a showcase of their work at Adelphi University on Long Island, which is where Jonathan Larson went to school. So I produced his concert. We hired the cast, we got the musicians, his music sounds amazing. And we're going to release some videos of it in, a month or so. Busy, Thomas. I don't know how to rest.
You're so good at making up questions. How do you do that?
Some of it is just natural curiosity. I am endlessly curious as to how things are made, how people do what they do. I'm obsessed with process. For me, it's not just the end product of what you see on stage. I really want to understand how people get there. I also do a ton of research. So I read a lot. Any profile that anyone has ever done, I listen, if it's a musical, I listen to the score a lot. I read background information. I read and research a lot so that I already have a baseline of knowledge so that I can ask the next question. I don't have to spend time going over whatever it is you've already said. A healthy appetite for curiosity and a healthy appetite for research. You're asking some good questions.
Thanks for doing this.
It's my absolute pleasure.
I'm Thomas Ellenson, signing off. Until next time.